Imagine this. Imagine this. Tomorrow morning, every single human on Earth disappears. Not because of a war, not because of a virus, not because aliens invaded, just gone. 8 billion people vanish at exactly the same moment. No warning, no explanation, no chance to say goodbye. At first, it sounds peaceful. No traffic, no phones ringing, no endless notifications, just silence. But don't let that silence fool you. Because in the very first few minutes, Earth begins to change. And once that change starts, there's no stopping it. So, what would actually happen? Let's find out. The first few hours would be surprisingly normal. Most power stations would still be running, street lights would stay on, your TV might still be playing. The internet wouldn't disappear instantly either. It's a bit like a car after you turn off the engine. It doesn't stop the moment you take the key out. It keeps rolling for a little while, but that doesn't last long. Within a day, things begin falling apart. Power plants need people, control rooms need operators. Without them, the electric grid starts failing. One city loses power, then another, then another. Within hours, huge parts of the world are dark. Now imagine living in a city like New York, London, or Tokyo. Millions of apartments suddenly lose electricity, elevators stop, traffic lights go dark, water pumps shut down. For the first time in generations, some of the world's biggest cities experience complete darkness. But here's something most people never think about: airplanes. At any moment, there are thousands of planes in the sky. Without pilots, those flights don't end well. Some aircraft might stay in the air for a while using autopilot, but eventually, they run out of fuel. One by one, they come down. Now let's jump ahead. 1 week. Nature has started taking its first small victory. Without electricity, refrigerators stop working, food begins to rot, water treatment plants shut down, clean drinking water becomes harder to find. Pets trapped inside homes face a heartbreaking future. Farm animals begin escaping broken fences. Dogs form packs. Cats do what cats have probably wanted to do all along: completely ignore our rules. Meanwhile, plants are quietly getting to work. Tiny weeds begin growing through cracks in roads. It's slow, but nature is patient. Now, 1 month later, most cities are almost unrecognizable at night. No bright skylines, no glowing office buildings. If you look down from space, Earth would appear much darker than it does today. Only lightning, volcanoes, and the northern lights would still shine. Roads begin cracking, subway tunnels slowly fill with water. Without pumps, many underground systems flood. Think about leaving a small garden untouched for just one summer. The grass gets taller, weeds appear everywhere. Now imagine that happening to an entire planet. 1 year later, the transformation becomes impossible to ignore. Vines climb buildings, trees begin growing in empty parking lots, foxes, deer, and even bears start wandering into cities. The places we built for ourselves are slowly becoming homes for wildlife. It almost feels like Earth is taking a deep breath after thousands of years. But here's something surprising: not everything disappears quickly. Some skyscrapers are still standing. Many bridges are still standing too. They look strong, but inside, they're slowly weakening. Rust never takes a day off. Now let's jump forward 10 years. Without maintenance, roads begin breaking apart. Tree roots push through concrete like it's made of cardboard. Railway tracks disappear beneath forests. Entire neighborhoods are swallowed by plants. Imagine leaving your house empty for 10 years. Now multiply that by every house on earth. Nature doesn't need permission, it simply moves in. 100 years later, many of our cities are barely recognizable. Wooden homes have collapsed, glass windows have shattered, steel structures are covered in rust. Some famous buildings still stand, but they're only shadows of what they once were. The sound of traffic has been replaced by birds. Instead of car horns, you hear wolves. Instead of busy streets, there are forests. Earth doesn't miss us, it simply adapts. Now, 1000 years, this is where history begins disappearing. Most buildings are gone, bridges collapse, dams fail, Rivers carve entirely new paths. If someone visited Earth now, they might struggle to believe billions of people once lived here. But a few things survive: the Great Pyramids, Mount Rushmore, huge stone monuments. Stone has always been better at fighting time than steel. Now let's jump much further, 10,000 years. Plastic is still here, not in the form of bottles lying on the ground, but tiny pieces scattered across the planet. Long after our cities disappear, plastic remains. It's one of the strangest things humanity may leave behind. 1 million years, almost every sign of our civilization is gone. No roads, no skyscrapers, no smartphones, maybe only a few fossils, and unusual layers of plastic buried underground. Future scientists, if there ever are any, might discover those layers and wonder what happened here. And finally, 10 million years, the continents have shifted, new mountains have formed, old coastlines have vanished, entirely new species now walk the earth. To them, humans are no different from the dinosaurs, a chapter in Earth's history, not the whole story. And that's probably the biggest lesson. We spend so much time believing the world depends on us. But the truth is, Earth was here long before humans, and it will almost certainly be here long after we're gone. Nature doesn't hate us, it doesn't miss us either. It simply keeps moving forward. So the next time you walk through a forest or watch waves crash against a beach, remember this: the planet isn't ours, we're just temporary visitors. Earth has been writing its story for over 4 billion years. We were only one chapter. If this video made you see our planet in a completely different way, I'd really appreciate your support. If you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel. Give this video a like, share it with someone who loves science, and help us reach our goal of 500 subscribers. Every single subscription helps this channel grow and motivates me to create more videos like this. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.